whoa, buddy. Hold on a second. Check this one out. So today, I get up, I brush my teeth, and somebody hits me. Bling! Yo, would you be interested in interviewing the rapper Cuban Links? I'm like, who are you? His manager? A spokesperson for this guy or what have you? The guy says, no, I'm not his manager. But the main reason why I'm making this video real brief is because I would like to ask and get the public's opinion or my actual, people that follow us on the lockout and they've been in tune with what's going on with me or with any content that we do. What you think? Did I make the right decision? Here's how it went. Pop, Warpath, Cuban Link wants to do an interview on your channel. Are you interested? I start telling the guy a story. Pop, he goes, damn, boy, my bad, foul. Never knew he did that to you. I just always hear you talk highly of him. But nah, forget it. What he did. And then he goes on to explain like what he did was foul. What Cuban Links did was foul. But me being such a good Samaritan, right? I go on and I'm like, bro, what he did wasn't really his fault. Let me break it down to you. And I start telling him, Cuban probably don't even know that he did that because he was in such a rush. And I explained this before when I went to meet him in the club. Maybe he caught amnesia. I don't know. But I know I went all out my way to meet him, and not to sound groupie-like or whatever, but I went with my shorty, right? But my shorty was holding the other shorty, and the other shorty's name is 40. So I was trying to get in the club and at the same time feel like I'm holding down the Latino, right? Because we was on Southside Jamaica, and at that time, I was living a block away from the club that it was popping off at, and he was with the Lost Boys, Sheiks and them. So I felt at home, being that I already had been to Sheik's house and all that, and was dealing with them in their hood and going up by Guy Brewer and seeing them with Tyson, the recording studio, all that. Like, Sheik's is a real good dude and a good friend of mine. Now, here's where I said the only reason why I may not interview him, and this guy responded. Well, anyway, actually, I really didn't say I wouldn't interview him. My thing was this, and tell me if this was right or wrong. Tony Sunshine is somebody that I know personally. And I told you guys, slept around him, been around him, right? Good dude, all around good dude. For what I know, the stories of what's been happening with Cuban Links, Tony Sunshine, or anyone that's joking about Tony Sunshine, I don't know that story. I don't know Tony Sunshine for that happening for him, to him. What I do know is that I don't want nobody on my platform, not even Cuban, playing around with a situation that happened to someone, whether it's true or not, when they was young, when they was a kid, or joking about somebody being abused physically, mentally, or in any form of fashion. If you know me and you follow my story, I was abused as a child. So it bothers me. So we have Amber Perez missing. Super great girl from the way her family explains it. I'm pretty sure she is. She seems like a good individual. She went to telecommunications high school out in Brooklyn, Bay Ridge, and apparently she was on the train or heading aboard the the R train, sorry, at Bay Ridge Avenue and 9th Street, which was traveling in the direction of Manhattan. No one has seen that ever again from that point on, I'm figuring. And it's sad. And the family cries out to the public for her safe return. So if you see her anywhere, contact the authorities, or you can contact, if I'm not mistaken, this is the family's number or the detectives involved. It's 347-5 642-0431. And a secondary number is 718-813-7271. And you already know the famous 911. So hopefully she's safe and sound. We pray for her and the family that everything turns out well. It's always sad, and I just figure out throw this situation, this super sad situation within this video, based on fact that when you're trying to do something positive, positivity does not sell, or the algorithm doesn't attend to it very well. I think it's super confused. With that being said, we pray for Amber Perez and all missing men, women, and children in the world, and pray for their safe return home with their families where we all belong. Thank you for tuning in to On the Lockout. I'm 1,000,000% grateful. When people are joking about situations like that, it even bothers me. It may seem funny for the moment when Cuban is like, oh, beluga whale or whatever, right? It's a fat joke. But I don't see too, like, all right, the joke is over, bro. You're making fun of like big people at this point, and people could take it in the wrong way. And I'm not trying to throw in Cuban in no way. I'm just stating, like, you feel me? Like, my dude, I like big girls. Hello. Like, so you sound crazy, right? But I don't laugh at things that I normally don't find amusing, or that happen to me, or that somebody that I know is right next to me sitting, hearing you saying, or anyone, beluga whale, like, and me laughing and them right there. Oh, no, that's crazy. He's big. And the person is big that's next to you. We don't often think about that. We don't think about Tony Sunshine's feeling as an individual, whether it happened or not. I don't believe so. I believe that that's all fun and games and cap for dudes, and it sounds good or whatever. And if it did happen, you got to watch what you play with people with, because somebody could really get hurt out the situation, right? Everything is funny up to something goes, bah! And then everybody's like, holy snap, bro, he was just joking. But look at the joke you chose, right? It could become a form of like, this is too much, bro. You feel me? And I got to show people that this is not true. You don't know. Respectfully, ain't nothing sweet about Tony Sunshine. I'm not here to talk bad about nobody. I've been around Tony. You feel me? I met Cuban real brief. You feel me? I know people that know him, that be around him, that tell me the same thing. Ain't nothing fully sweet about Cuban either, because he got knocked out at a party or whatever. A little child could knock you out if he hit you in the right way, and the element of surprise is a mom, right? Boom. My whole thing is this. I said, I'll interview him, but you can't have Tony Sunshine jokes. Like, I'm not allowing no one to come on my platform and just be like, yo, he got smacked with the Matruski, and be laughing. You know, the dude knocked him out. You know how the story went, the Cuban said. And the guy that spoke about it, right? My whole thing is they both good dudes for what I know. Individually, I'll interview anybody, although my channels are about me, right? But an interview would still be cool. It breaks up the everyday thing. Boo, is all fine and dandy. I'm not saying that Cuban was dying to get an interview with me. He probably don't even know homeboy hit me up. Who knows? Who cares? My thing is, no problem. I'm just not allowing no one to come on my platform, any of my platforms, and make fun of another man on a situation that happened to him when he was a child, recently, or whenever. Like, I don't know. I'm just not doing it. That's just me. But I just wanted to know, am I wrong for that? Or should I just let him tell the story and that's it? And let Tony Sunshine get mad and whatever? Like, I haven't spoken to him in months anyway. Probably a year or better. I don't know. And I was a little upset at Tony. But that's how real I am. That I could be upset about anything. But Tony was my friend. You get it? So, like, and Cuban is a good dude too. So I'm just not doing that, you know? But I'll interview him if we can stay away from that part of the joke right there. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever other people deem to be funny, right? Uh, or true, right? Because Tony says that's not true. That's not my business, you know. But I know that it's still a sad situation. Uh, Either way you put it. So let me know what you think in the comment section, bro. Was I right for saying I'll interview him, but we can't talk about that? Like I'm not posting nothing, making fun of nobody with no situations involving when you was young, being abused or being slapped or whatever, bro. Just I'm not doing that. I don't know. Let me know what you think, bro, because it's on my mind. I ain't even gonna lie. By the way, we live at 8:30 p.m. I'm pretty sure you know that. We got a few interviews we doing uh and all that. But shout out to Cuban Link, shout out to Tony Sunshine, shout out to everybody that's trying to do positive things, man. I don't know if you want to call that like super positive, but at the same time, some people just see it like it's content, right? But when you're getting a dude mad and you keep on and you keep on and you keep on, sometimes it gets a little strong, right? And then everybody's like, oh, snap. When the other individual that is being talked about just snaps. We got to be aware, you heard? Everything is funny up to something just goes, ah! Respectfully. It could happen. The softest dude. Facts.